Radio. We pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good morning and welcome to yet another interesting edition on newspaper headlines on Power365 FM. Whatever you may be listening to the sound of my voice, this is Ibida for Miracle Oluwadamilola Hebli representing Adeniji Olamide. First this morning, we run through the headlines together, but please do well. We're live on Facebook at Power365 FM, on YouTube at Power365 FM, and for the TikTok lovers at Power365 Online Radio is where to watch us and listen to us live. And also we are available on web www.power365fm.com. Okay, let's check through the headlines. Starting with this first this morning, talking about Edopu APC condemns attack on campaign theme 1 PDP, and also things to expect as Apple launches iPhone 16. Okay, I've never used NAVDAQ's name to deliver Nigerians. That's coming from Prophet Fufeyi. And also on business this morning, I'm able to cite this. Okay, Nigerians struggle to access 40,000 rights, says Point. And also, Stanbic IBTC declares 116 billion naira profit. Equity market lost 83 billion naira in 1 week. FBN Holdings sells FBN Quest to HeverQuest. And also 1 billion naira Kogi steel project will revamp sector. That's coming from federal government. And also federal government Chinese firm signed power water supply MOU. GTB emerges best bank in CSR. More to come is headlines on newspaper headline this morning on Power365 FM. Stay tuned. I'll be right back to give you more details regarding the news that I've been able to read the headlines to you. Edopu APC condemns attack on campaign team 1 PDP. The media director of a Progressive Congress Campaign Council, Kazim Afugba, on Monday condemned 2 recent attacks on the party campaign team. Afugba also alleged that the People's Democratic Party has twisted the narrative to make it seem APC members were attacking their leader or that the team were being chased out of campaign grounds. The raid is quite alarming. They brought in some ACAS, spinals, eyelines, and cloners to twist narratives to suit their inflated egos, attempting with exaggerated fanfare to confuse Edo voters. 2 incidents occurred during the APC campaign in Edo North, and the report we saw, scripted by the PDP supporters, were most confounding. At the Ososo campaign in Akoko, Edo local government area, the APC had a very successful campaign with a huge turnout, most to the dismay of the PDP. As we were leaving the community, some ragtag thugs, presumably PDP supporters, tried to disrupt the movement of our convoy, the statement read. You can pick up a copy and read further details on that as APC condemns attack on campaign themes 1 PDP. expect as Apple launches iPhone 16? Apple most important launch event will take place on I beg your pardon, on Monday, September 9th, today at its headquarters in Cupertino, California. This one is one of the company's biggest annual showcases where it will unveil the iPhone 16 lineup. It is also that we enhance users' experience across its devices. According to Bloomberg, here is a rundown of the announcement anticipated at Monday's event. Apple's iPhone 15 and 16 Pro Max. The non-Pro models will see minor changes, including faster processor and 8 GB of memory, which will help support Apple's intelligence and other features. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus will retain the same design as last year's version, with 6.1 inch and also 6.7 inch screen sizes with an aluminum cases. They will also gain the action button currently featured on the Pro models, as well as vertically stacked rear cameras that supports spectacular video recording, allowing for 3D clips that can be viewed with Apple Vision's Pro headset. You can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that as things to expect as Apple launches iPhone 16. We have never used NAFDAC names to deceive Nigerians. That's coming from Prophet Fufeyin. The senior prophet of Christ Mercyland Deliverance Ministry Abuja, Jeremiah Fufeyin, has denied allegations suggesting that his ministry has been using the name of the National Agency and Food and Drug Administration and Control to mislead the public regarding spiritual items. In a statement issued on Sunday by the church media's arm and signed by Sophia Leod, the church described the allegation as false and misleading. The statement was in response to NAFDAC's statement on Sunday, alerting the public to the activities of Fufeyin Church, claiming he had been using the agency's name to deceive the public. The church, however, said it is a law-abiding institution that respects the law of the land, including those of NAFDAC. It is emphasized that it operates under the protection of Section 38 and 39 of the Nigerian Constitution and would guarantee freedom of religion and expression. As a church, we are guided by our faith and the teachings of the Bible. We have been using spiritual items as an expression of our religious belief. The church strongly denied claims made in the publication, which suggested that NAFDAC was warning the public about the ministry activities. At no point has our church deceived the public. We have not produced or sold consumable items to the public, let alone use NAFDAC names to do so. The statement read, you can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that, as we have not used NAFDAC names to deceive Nigerians. That's coming from Prophet Fufeyin. Stanbic IBTC declares 106 billion naira profit. Stanbic IBTC Audience Plaza profit after tax soared by 71% to 106.36 billion naira in the first half of the year from 67.97 billion naira in prior year. This was contained in the bank consolidated and separate statement of profit or loss for the 6 months ended June 30, 2024, filed with the Nigerian Exchange Limited recently. The bank net interest income saw a 54% rise to 174.30 billion naira from 72.68 billion naira in first quarter 2023, driven by a boost in interest income, which rose by 123% to 146.13 billion naira from 110.26 billion naira. In the period under review, Stanbic IBTC also experienced a 91% increase in interest expense, which climbed to 71.83 billion naira from 37.58 billion naira due to higher interest rates and increased borrowings. The revenue grew by 31% to 129.15 billion naira compared to 98.62 billion naira in the previous year, supported by increased fee and commission revenue and others income sources contributing to overall revenue enhancement. You can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that. Stanbic IBTC declares 106 billion naira profit. Several passengers injured as plane skids off runway in Indonesia. A plane with 48 people aboard skidded off the runway in Indonesia's remote eastern region of Papua on Monday. Police said injuring several passengers. The Southeast Asian archipelago has a poor aviation safety record, and Papua is covered in mountainous terrain where flying is actually hampered by frequent poor weather. The ATR-42 aircraft belonging to Trigana Air was taken off from an airport in remote Yapen Island, Regency to Papuan capital Jayapura on Monday morning. When it skidded off the runway, the flight was carrying 42 passengers, including a baby and 6 crews. Praise God, everybody survived and has been taken to hospital for a checkup, local police said in a statement. We are investigating the incident and coordinating with related parties to ensure that this will not happen again. The local search and rescue agency said in a statement that some passengers were injured and traumatized by the incident. Indonesia relies heavily on air transport to connect thousands of islands, but Papua is a particularly difficult area to reach. In 2015, Trigana airline plane crashed there, killing all 54 people on board. Can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that. Several passengers injured as plane skids off runway in Indonesia. Ogun shot 5 industries over environmental violation. The Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency has sued 5 industries for environmental infractions. The companies are Nizam Paper Limited, the Longshank Aluminium, both the Shagamu axis of the Losibado Expressway, New Shidi Manufacturing Limited, Maway in Obafemi Wood, the local government area, and 2 unregistered companies operating illegally in the Ogiri axis of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. According to the statement on Monday, the chairman of the Ogun State Task Force on Environmental Compliance and Enforcement, who doubles as a senior special assistant to the governor, and Environment Farouk Akintunde, who led the enforcement team to sue, the company said that they were shut down after the Environmental Protection Agency received petitions from the immediate communities of the incident discharge of untreated wastewater into the environment. This was confirmed by OGEPA, which issued a stop work order for them to stop production and correct the anomaly. Instead of them to obey the order, they ignore it and continue to degrade it with discharge of their harmful untreated water waste into their immediate community. You can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that as Ogun shot 5 industries over environmental violation. Sokoto government pledges free, fair local government election. As the Sokoto State local government election approaches, Governor Ahmed Aliyu has assured the public of his administration's commitment to conducting a free, fair election and a credible election in all 23 local government areas. The governor also urged the People's Democratic Party to reconsider its decision to boycott the forthcoming local government polls scheduled for 24 September 2024. He made this appeal on Sunday while addressing a large crowd of APC supporters from 8 local governments in the Sokoto East Senatorial Zone who gathered in Gonzorio for the flag off of the APC campaign ahead of the upcoming local government election in the state. You can pick up a copy of read further details and Sokoto governor pledged free, fair election for the local government election. And lastly, on newspaper review this morning, let me take this way. Over 1,000 soldiers resigned from army in 4 years, according to the report I have this morning. Talking about no fewer than 1,008 soldiers have resigned from the Nigerian army in the last 4 years. The figure was from media report of resignation from 2020 to 2024. According to report in 2023, the Nigerian army approved the retirement of no fewer than 59 soldiers. In August this year, 196 soldiers resigned from the Nigerian army. In 2022, a total of 261 soldiers resigned. In 2021, 127 resigned. And in 365 resigned in 2020. A correspondent observed that the soldiers who resigned had neither reached the retirement age nor completed the mandatory years of service. However, in the disengagement letter dated August 23, signed by Brigadier O.H. Musa, the 196 soldiers were directed to proceed on terminal leave on November 1. It partly read, in accordance to the provision of reference A and B, the COAS vid reference C approved the voluntary discharge of the above-named soldiers and 195 others listed in Annex A. The soldiers are to proceed on terminal leave with effect from November 1st, 24, while their disengagement date takes effect from 30th of November 2024. Okay, before we leave this one, let's run through the headlines once again. Several passengers injured as plane Skido run away in Indonesia. Sokoto government pledges free fair election as far as the local government is concerned. Edopu's APC condemns attacks and campaign teams one PDP. Ogun shot 5 industries over environmental violation. 10 charged with terrorism in 4 billion naira illegal arms import. Over 1,000 soldiers resigned from army in 4 years. Atiku's aid LP NNPP differs on major stocks. Thank you so very much for joining newspaper headlines this morning, and thanks for being there. My name is Ebida Miracle Oluwadamila, ably representing Adeniji Olamide. Till we catch up some other time, have for yourself a productive day ahead.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss them. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power